not.
It's a you know like. Is it leaning?
Yeah.
Why is it? Oh, we're going down. Hey everybody.
Hey.
Booze, I beg you my water still.
What? I just gave it to you.
Still? Thank you.
Where is it?
I think it's here.
There's one on the table, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Mum. Guys, we are live, and we came live directly to Facebook so we can interact with you. For those that are on, we want to interact with you. We want to say, hey, what you saying? We would, we are one.
Someone put my Lion King bag on the floor.
Oh, that's not nice.
That's not nice.
That's Simba.
Simba back.
Simba.
Simba.
Oh, I'm tired
I
of
feel like this camera just keeps on
Yeah, it's
slipping
sliding down, that's
doesn't it? Yeah. It's going to come back down.
Well, talk quick.
Or just lift it every now and again.
Every now and again, so if it slips down, we're going to have to keep letting you guys know. But we were just having this interesting conversation about some of the things that we just thought were just ludicrous. And so, Booze, you go first. What were you talking about?
Oh yeah, so I was just saying about how all of these rappers are dying young. Like they're in their early 20s, maybe early 30s. And there was this one rapper, I don't know his name, but when he died, they had a party for him, and then they had his body displayed in his coffin. It was so weird. And people are just taking pictures and partying.
And it was they said it was his last concert, innit? They called it his last concert. I was just like,
I think that's a big disrespect.
It is.
do you think so?
I think so.
To him.
Yeah.
But according to the family actually said that he did not want to be in a church, and that because
there's other places
that he said he didn't want to be in a church. They said that he's a party kind of guy. This was his thing. He was an artist, and that's what he would have wanted, and that's what they wanted for him. And so basically what they were saying is that it felt like hypocrisy to put him in a church in a suit and a tie and a choir singing around him and all that, because that's not how he lived his life.
But a lot of us don't live our lives like that. But then at the end of the day, it's still, like you said, the church and the choir and what have you not.
Not club.
Standing up. It was standing on the stage, so they embalmed the body in a way that it could stand and just be there on the stage, on display, fireworks going, people are bubbling, champagne popping, pop, all of that thing. People, Biggie Smalls in the background.
Hot mess, man.
Biggie Smalls in the background just playing and everything there, Tupac on.
And then
pull ups.
I don't know how old he was, but obviously he's young-minded. Yeah. So.
But it wasn't him who did it. He was dead, so it was his family.
Did he ask for something like that when he died?
I don't know.
I'm sure he wouldn't have, because he was so young. It was a premature death, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite.
So he wasn't even probably.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was murdered. He was murdered by someone he knew, I think.
Wow.
I don't know. It was,
Imagine that.
From what I understand, I know, but
that's nuts, man.
from what I understand
But a
as
lot
well.
of them are though.
And so they were saying that one of the things is what they did is the reason why they did it is because they were saying to the people that murdered him, you're not going to get the last say. Do you know what I mean? As part of it.
That makes sense.
And it's not and the funny thing is that although that it is a black story that got a lot of the media's attention concerning it, it's not the first time I saw that. The first time I saw it was Latinos. They had the son who was murdered, obviously, or died, obviously, in the house standing up. People kissing him and taking pictures.
Like they're dead people, don't they?
Really, Brent? Really?
No, seriously.
No. Do talk, I don't know. No. Let the wisdom of...
They do things like that.
Speak wise one.
They do.
That's
seriously.
crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past, but him being a black person, I
wouldn't expect that.
I've never really known black people to do that either. No. But at the same time, a lot of the media attention was because he was black. Oh, this is what black people are doing now with their dead. And it wasn't actually, that wasn't the first time I actually saw it. But he was the one that received a lot of press from it. Because it was, like I said, there's a Latino. I've seen them do it to a boxer. One that was a boxer. They put him in a boxing ring and all of that sort of stuff. So it's like now they've kind of coined it, the new way that they burying the dead, really. There's one who was a motorcyclist. They put him in a motorcycle in a glass and just driving around the place.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just bury the danger, man.
No, but maybe that's what they requested, Dion.
Yeah, but here, really.
No, but
It's going against his will, isn't
if
it?
someone requests
But he has
something,
no more
then
will
you have
because
to.
he's dead.
But
Yeah, but remember, he
head's
had
blowing in the
written,
wind.
Tommy's written a will, isn't it?
Just bury that ninja in the ground.
How he wants
no,
to.
Dion.
Is that a will, they call it?
Yeah, you can.
You
Yeah.
write a will of how you
Or,
want
yeah.
to be buried or
Or you
whatever.
let
Yeah.
your loved ones know.
Hey, Cuz!
How you
Shunike,
want to go.
hey! How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, man. So it was a bit of a nutty one still, I'm not even going to lie. I was just like... in fact, it kind of was bone chilling. It felt
Well,
weird.
that sounds
Yeah.
creepy.
It
That's
is.
what
It's not
it
the
is.
norm, is
Creepy.
it?
Creepy,
That
yeah.
sounds really, really
It's not the
creepy.
norm.
I mean, imagine walking to a club. Yeah, you as, you know.
Yeah,
you just see
yeah.
someone's just there.
Yeah.
Standing there dead.
Yeah.
Dead, standing up.
It's a dead
It's just
person.
not
He's not
right.
laying down in a
No.
casket.
Yeah.
He was
He was up.
propped up,
Yeah.
standing
In the
up,
coffin.
hands like this, like...
Was it like a private party though? Was
That's
it?
what
I don't
think
know.
it's that, yeah.
But they
Kind
tried
of
to...
ram still.
They ram out still. People are bubbling. They tried to get into one club and they were like, "Yeah, nah, we're not that. What we're not gonna do. But we're not gonna do is that."
Do you know what
And
I
the
mean?
next club tried to play it out like when the newspaper went to them. They tried to play it out as if they didn't know that the dead body was coming in there. They're like, "You had no idea they were gonna bring a dead body in there." We don't believe that. But they consented obviously and brought this dead body in there.
Thinking
The
that they won't
person-
get press.
and but maybe the whole point is that they thought they knew they were gonna get press. Had this dead body in here, the celebration. He's standing there, just this dead figure standing there in the corner. People are bubbling. He's calling it his last concert.
Crazy.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That's not right.
It's a lot. It's a lot to
Doesn't
take
sound-
in.
no.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I think they think that if they keep doing these things all the time, that we're just
Normalise.
gonna- yeah,
Yeah.
like what they do with everything else, isn't it?
Yeah, that place of normalizing things that are not
And
normal.
normalising death. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But I think death is taken very lightly these days, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
it's
someone
one of the
dies,
last days,
oh,
though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, okay. You know, you kill a dog or a cat. It's like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. He was like a family to us. But a human being is like, it's nothing. It's sad, man. Very sad. Very, very sad.
Life is just taken so
yeah.
lightly.
Yeah. it's
And then
very
I mean, when you
Well,
look at
it's
things,
turned into a joke. Like,
Yeah.
like with the Queen and people making memes about it. And
Yeah.
stuff like that.
yeah,
But even though, okay, the Queen, but she died. Someone's
Still-
died.
Yeah.
they then it's serious. I think some of the things that we take as joke is, you know, but I feel like as well the reason why we make certain things as jokes is because it's a way to mask the trauma of what we're actually really going through, because we're in a generation where death is publicized a lot more. You know, we hear about deaths in other countries. You know, before, when there wasn't that social media, we wouldn't hear about deaths in other countries or how people was killed or what kind of things were taking place, and you know, even racial areas and stuff like that where people were being killed just for being the race that they were. We didn't actually have access to that type of information. So death to us is now even more worldwide, which means there's more trauma. Not to mention the levels of violence that are in our streets, our communities. So often, you know, if you're living in the South London area, all of us are South Londoners. How often you hear helicopters flying over your head because you know someone's been shot or stabbed and they're trying to hail this person to hospital or whatever. It just becomes so common that you become desensitized to it, not because you become heartless, but just because you're trying to protect your own mental state. Do you know what I mean? And that I think that's what it is to be 100% on that. You know, we try to protect our own emotions. Do you know what I mean? Because to be fair, we live with death almost every day, even to the point of just the fear of death. We can have a fear of death or fear of our loved ones dying, and we live with that every day. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But on the note of trying to normalize a lot of things, I was like browsing through social media and I came across this thing called MAPS, MAPS, and it's minor. Are you ready for this? Minor attractive persons. And so I started to dig into it a little bit more. I saw a bit of an outrage on Twitter concerning it. The LGBT LMLP community, because I say all of that because I don't know what it all actually really means, were in the uproar about it. Are you ready for what it means? Minor attractive persons. It's people that are to the point, paedophilian.
Yeah.
People that are attractive to minors. And when I did the research on it and what it was and listened to the people that were speaking about it, first of all, it was publicized by, I can't remember the person's name, but from what I can see of the video, we're dealing with somebody that is a transvestite anyway, who's had a sex change, a woman trying to present herself as a male, and that struck confusion already to me. Like, you're a full-blown woman, now you're taking hormones to become a male, and you're trying to present another narrative of first of all, you're trying to deceive me, pretending that you are not a female, pretending that you are a male. Then you're trying to convince me that this is not a decision. People are born that way. And I'm just like, this is just a lot. When do we actually draw the line and say to ourselves, well, wrong is wrong and right is right? Because now what they're trying to do is convince us as a narrative that if you are attractive to minors, it is not a medical issue or medical condition or mental health status, or the fact that you have been sexually abused as a child yourself, but now this is also comes in alignment with a choice. You know, you don't have a choice. It's, you know, wanting us to accept it. It's paedophilia. It's an interruption of trying to over sexualize children. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it was when I went through it and I was listening to it, it was highly disturbing. It was highly disturbing to see how many people were trying to rebrand paedophilia. Just literally trying to rebrand it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was this this video that went around, and I think I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
And it was a leaflet, obviously, in America. And talking about if a stranger approaches you.
Did you guys get that?
No,
how
showed it to me.
How to deal with it. Don't scream. Don't do this. They just want to be your friend. No,
that's a madness.
No, like no.
That's what I'm saying. Rebranding it.
Yeah.
All these years we've been taught stranger danger.
Now,
and now they're telling you not to do everything that you was told to do. Like, what the hell?
To make it acceptable.
Yeah.
When it's not
grooming. That's actual
grooming.
And endangering our children.
Yes.
Of course.
Now we're trying to tell children that they don't have to be on their guard against adults. I teach my children, listen, let me tell you, I teach my children, be on your guard for adults, because there are some adults out there that are not
male and female
that are not right in their head.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
100%.
And that are predatorial. I teach my kids that, and I teach them to come and talk to me too. So like
that's
on a level.
Important.
Yeah,
that's important though.
That place of communication. That's why sometimes I tell people, don't be hard on your kids.
Yeah.
They make mistakes just like you do. You understand? They will tell lies just like you do. They will try to protect themselves even with lies just like you do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't put a weight on your children that you yourself cannot manage. You're not perfect. Don't expect your children to be perfect. But you always make that place of communication open to them. You understand? So that they can tell anything happen to them, they come and tell you, man.
They won't be afraid.
They shouldn't be afraid to tell you. And if it's because they're afraid to tell you, it's because something's gone wrong. Right. But they should never be afraid to tell you. Never be afraid to tell you.
I agree.
And if they and I told, the way I set it up with my kids, you're supposed to come and tell me.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't care who it is, auntie, uncle, niece, nephew, brother, cousin, friend, teacher, anybody. You're supposed to come and open your mouth and tell me. Yeah. Because we need to put a stop to it. Do you understand? Because this is not the way things are supposed to run. It's mad. Rebranding paedophilia to make it okay. It's not okay. I'm sorry, I don't care. It is not okay. When you start to mess with the innocence of children.
Preach
do you understand? No, you understand?
No, but it's
true.
The
innocence.
Yeah.
You can't play with it. Don't do
that.
that.
You that I sent the video to about what paedophiles look out for. And
yeah, there's a target. They target certain children.
They watch them in it and see which ones are not sociable and very much to themselves. They look and see what they're wearing and stuff like that. If they're being looked after at home, so they pinpoint little things and then they take them aside and give them that attention that they're not getting at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it was the grooming stuff. They sit back and they watch for ages. They check out the parents to see if they can take them on. Yeah, don't play.
But that's what I'm saying, because when we watched the interview, I can't remember his name. I think it was you that sent it to me. And then we were saying one of the things that literally boxed me in my jaw. Do you know how important it is for you fathers?
Yeah.
Do you know how much we need you dads? The paedophilian man said this. He said this. Hey, what he said? He said if he found a father in the house and he knew that the father would knock his ass out, he would not play with that kid.
You see?
If he knew that the dad's present, if the dad was present, there's a strong male figure present, he would not touch that kid. Can you imagine? So they're not idiots. That's predatorial. You understand? Because you know in Jamaica we have a saying, "Doppy no ooh for Friday." You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's not a thing where it's just, it's a condition that you can't help. You're selective, meaning that you have control over something. So you choose who you want. No, so to choose not to.
Yeah.
Choose not to. When you start to mess with the innocency of kids,
That's
it's
just
a dangerous thing, man. It's not.
Cross the border, man.
Even in the eyes of God, it's not an easy thing. He said it's better you take a millstone, tie that thing around your neck and jump off in the sea before you touch even one of these little ones. No. Oh, Ush. We growing up had been taught, stranger danger, that there are people that will kidnap you, there are people that will try to molest you.
Yeah, be aware of your
surrounding, and then they're trying to teach our kids differently.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid because you can hurt the person's feelings.
Yeah,
don't shout.
Bunda.
They said don't shout.
Don't shout.
Scream.
So basically,
Don't
ask for help.
Don't shout, don't scream because you can hurt the person's feeling because they just might want to make friends with you.
I heard that one.
And it's as bad as calling them the N-word.
It's all the bad. But this is what I'm saying. You remember I was talking about the aerial thing? I bet you any money. You remember I said about the aerial they're using? They made Ariel a black girl. And I was saying about the agenda that I feel like is behind it. Do you understand? I bet you any money they're going to use it to promote either that MAPS agenda or further the LGBT, LMLP agenda. You understand? They're going to use it to push a narrative because they don't give black people roles for nothing. Yeah. Do you understand? That's just me personally speaking, and I don't mean to offend nobody. Do you understand? I don't mean hey King, and I don't mean to offend nobody with my speech. And it's not hate speech. You know what it is? It's just truths, and it's just transparency, and it's truth. And I just feel like. That's why they're giving that role about Ariel. What's the agenda about it? And I bet you any money, I'm ready to bet money on it. They are going to be pushing another narrative with also allowing a black girl to have that role. They are going to be pushing another narrative alongside of it because they deem that what the community, the MAPS community wants to say is that they want to say that it's like being dealt with as in racism. Even the LGBT community even want to line up their treatment as the same as racism. No.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. They are not being hung. They're not being lynched. They're not being hung on tree. They're not being excluded. And in fact, the homosexual communities have a lot of power. You can't liken yourself to a black community that didn't have no power, never had no say of their never had no say, even if their children were grown with them or not grown with them. Kids were ripped from parents' arms, and you're gonna liken that yourself to slavery and racism. No, it is not the same thing. It doesn't come in the same category. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my opinion anyway.
No, but
hold on to my truth. Do it.
What's you guys' views anyway?
Yeah,
we want to hear what you guys. Your views on that.
For real, put your there.
Put it in the comments below.
Yeah, let us hear from you. I know I'll get passionate about certain things because there's certain things that we just do get passionate about.
It's like I was listening to something this morning actually about, I think it's a transgender, and she was saying, well, he was saying basically there's nothing wrong with going into a woman's bathroom. Yeah, know that you are a male. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with to a woman's bathroom. But to my understanding, it's like if you're a man to be a woman, then why are you using a woman's a bathroom? What if there's a child in there going to the toilet?
Yeah.
But the person was saying that it's nothing wrong with that.
Levels, man. There's levels to things.
If they wanted to do something, they would have, done it while there was a man. But that's not the point. The point is,
what about the child's feelings?
Yeah.
What about my feelings?
Yeah, as a mother, as a father as well,
They're always trying to push it to see how further they can go.
Like boundaries.
How much further do we have to accept?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, we're gonna push this now. We're gonna push that because they can. Because we're accepting everything else.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. This thing about inclusion, everything goes, anything goes. You got people that can identify as Your Highness, and you not connected to the monarch. It's just like, where do we draw the line? Where do we say that something is not? And do you understand? Yeah. You got grown men that are in their 50s, 60s identifying as 6-year-old boys. That's why they like 6-year-old boys.
Bullshit.
But do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, some on a different level. When do we call some of this help? When do we begin to call some of this mental health?
Yeah.
When do we begin to say, well, no, this is not right, and this person actually needs help? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you identify as something, like, just even if you just look at the body, like, check the plumbing. The plumbing tells you who you are. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you deep it, hundreds of years later, no matter what you've changed, no matter what you've removed, no matter what you've cut off, or no matter what you've sewn up, when your body decays and rots, and they see that skeleton and the DNA is still male, it's still masculine structure.
Yeah, but it's funny because
male don't have the same amount of ribs as females.
But
do you understand what I'm saying? Just the structure alone just talks to
people who's what's it called? Transgender.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What's transgender anyway?
So there's a lot of people who's changed sex.
Okay.
And they've regretted it.
Yeah. But they don't
tell you. They said there's so many of them out there because it was like maybe like a 4-year period, and people just went crazy. Like, they just literally went crazy. Like, if you check like YouTube, there were so many of them going through this, going through that, and they weren't getting no like counselling, no nothing. They were just snip, cut, add on, take away, and
They're not even dumb about that.
No.
They're not even dumb about your mental health.
Pump them up with
it's about money.
Yeah, they don't care about
but
you,
it's
man.
like, it's now they're coming forward slowly, one by one, and they're saying that it was a mistake, they regret it, they wish they haven't done it. I done it, my friends done it, and we regret it. They're bawling, they're suicide, everything.
Yeah, a lot of the suicidal rates, but they don't tell you all of these stuff because they have a narrative and an agenda to push. But you understand what I'm saying? And what is behind all of this? Satan is behind all of this. He wants to push his agenda. He wants everybody to have his mind, but it's not. You were created in the image of God to have God's image. Do you understand? When he made you a female, he made you in his image. When he made you a male, he made you in his image. And
you're perfect how you are.
You're perfect how you are.
You want us. You may not think you are, but you're perfect
how you are. It's real talk.
You might not like certain things.
Yeah.
Like you might not like your weight. Go gym. Go gym.
Yeah.
Work out hard.
Work it out.
But you're perfect how you are. Trust me, you're beautiful how you are.
And that's it.
You really are.
Yeah,
you really are.
No matter if you're big, small, tall, short, it don't matter. You're perfect how you are. Even beautiful how you are.
Real talk. And sometimes even when you find a woman or a man or woman, that you'll think, oh, this person is quite masculine. That you're perfect how you are.
That's just how you are.
Do you understand? Because you know that, or if you see a man that's kind, you know, has like feminine tendency, they might not necessarily be gay. They're just the way they are. And then sometimes people put them in a category. Oh, you're homosexual, you're gay, or you're moving like a girl. And it's not. They are. So
it's just
that's
the way they are.
Do you understand?
Every pot's got its lid, you know.
Yeah,
it's just the way they are.
Come on now.
Every pot, for real, I like that. Every pot's got its lid, because I even in my workplace, there's a certain particular type of person, I'm not gonna call their name, but I'm like, Bridget, I feel like you're gay, and they always say, no, I'm not gay. I just give off a gay vibe, and the person's very aware of it, but it makes me know that people are just the way they are, and we can't, and even some of this is our fault, because we categorize people, especially in certain cultures and community. They behave slightly feminine, they like hairdressing. Oh yeah, girl. You move like you're a girl blood. And it's not necessarily. It could just be a talent that they have, or even a God-given gift. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's
and who's to say only women can do hair?
Exactly.
But that's exactly it. But that's exactly it. So we can but some things are categorized, and some things, I mean, like, sometimes where we are at fault with some of this as well. Do you know what I mean?
Take Billy Elliot, for instance.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But
you're actually perfect the way you are.
Yeah, man. Just how God created you.
Yeah.
You're perfect. You're just beautiful the way you are.
You are.
There's nothing really to add on that. Like, you're just beautiful the way you are.
Yeah, King said it's an antichrist thing. 100% it is. 100% it is. Because even when you look how
Hey, King.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because even when you look at how that thing is portrayed, like when you look at even the thing, I don't even know half of this stuff if we're allowed to talk about this stuff, but you know, like even like the bathroom art, it's a man, it's half man, woman with breast. The enemy is just trying to create you to look like you. He's trying to make you look like him. When you were created in the image of God, you just was not created for all of that. 100%. 100%.
Well, tell us your views, you know. We want to hear what you guys think.
What do you think?
What do you think? You might have different views or whatever, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're open to opinion, but it doesn't mean to say we all take it on.
Yeah, and agree.
You know. We agree to disagree, you know. You have your opinion, we have ours.
Yeah, and that's it.
And that's just it.
And that's something, one of the things I really dislike about like the LGBT community is that they continually force their views on people
strongly.
Too strongly. There's no need for that. If you do your thing in it, do your thing. Like on a level, I've got friends that are homosexual. Like I know homosexual people. That's fine. And me and them can sit down, talk, have conversation. You know, I'm gonna drop the truth in there and not change my views. But at the same time, I'm not gonna start hating you because you don't share the same view as me.
You love them the same way.
You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of the time, if you don't agree with somebody that is homosexual, I tend to find that they become so defensive. Yeah. Like legit, like to the point where they don't like you because you don't agree with them. You understand? Brother, sister, I don't even agree with my sisters and my brothers all the time. I don't agree with them all the time. That doesn't stop me from loving or having caring relationships or anything like that. But a lot of the time I do find that in the LGBT community, if you don't agree with them, you're automatically considered an enemy. It's not like like boom, okay, cool, D, fine, I hear that you don't agree, blah 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 blah. It's just like the only person I'm not really close to people that are in the LGBT community because of that same thing. It's not because I don't want to be close to them, because the moment I say, listen, I don't agree with that lifestyle, me and them could be brethren for days, weeks, months, and then they reveal their homosexual tendency, and I say, listen, I knew you was homosexual, I picked that up a long time, but I don't really agree with it, but you're cool, innit? That's when they start drawing.
But they're always trying to force it though, like, and they're always trying to compare it to Christianity as well.
Yeah,
always. You Christians, you force your views onto us, but no, we don't.
No, we don't.
I think it's how you perceive it though.
Yeah,
it's up to the person. If you feel like someone's trying to push something on you, that's you, innit? That's not on them. They're just there to preach Christians are supposed to just preach what is right, what's stated in the Bible.
Yeah.
That's just that. They're not supposed to add on any extras or make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And that's just
Or make you feel comfortable as well. We're not here to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. You just here to just have to just
tell you the truth.
Facts, truth. That's it.
Done.
But I just feel like what you were saying, that they do try to kind of, they get offended.
Yeah.
Too easily.
And then they bring that up. That's
And
the
they
first
bring
thing
that up.
they bring up.
But it's not that we don't love you guys, you know, or whoever you are, if you are what you are, what you say.
I don't mind.
I don't really care. I don't care.
I don't mind. Me neither.
But when you start to push that upon me, I stand my ground to say no. I don't believe in that, but I still love you same way.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't care for that.
But why can't that be enough though? Why can't that be enough?
Yeah, I know, right?
But that's what I'm saying, is because I feel like there is a
I've
hole
never
inside.
actually met a gay person. This is just me personally that pushes their agenda.
Disagree with them and you'll see. Disagree.
No, I'm just saying.
I know from your point of view.
I've never met one of them that's like pushed their agenda.
No. And we're not even, it's not like, oh, they say, oh, be gay or like gays or
No,
whatever.
but I know what you mean.
But disagree with them. Tell them you don't agree with their lifestyle and you will
like
see.
saying, oh, two men can't, raise a baby.
Disagree with them and you'll see. Even those that you consider yourself close with.
Yeah, but then
disagree with them and you'll
everyone's
see.
entitled to their own opinion, I think.
Opinion is fine, but when alright, it's just like me. You might say, somebody can come to me and say, well, you know what, Dion, you're overweight and I don't really like that about you. But you're calm, you're cool, you're blah, 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 blah. Me and you get down, we get on together. And then I turn around and I don't like you because you told me about my overweightness. Or someone can say, well, you know what, this is before the Lord, it's not a really good thing for you to be overweight because it's gluttony and rare. I can accept that. Do you understand? And then be praying and putting into it and whatever. But disagree with somebody that is from the homosexual community and tell them, I don't really agree with your lifestyle. I guarantee, watch the beast that comes out of them. Yeah. Watch the beast that comes out of them.
That's both ways though.
Go on them.
That's the reason why I say that. That's both ways, because they could just say, yeah, okay, all right, then fine, and move on. But, I mean...
No, I've never seen that. I've never got a place of disagreements where I say, okay, I disagree with it. I don't really, because I've had community. There's only one person, yeah, that I've said, listen, I don't agree with it, and they still kind of like okay with me. Yeah, and I'm gonna whisper the person. You know who it is? Okay. Yeah. That's the only person. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the only person.
Take that
and she.
Yeah,
no, and she's like on a level like wants to even know more about why I think the way I think. That's the first person. Other than that, people they don't chat to you. They start doing funny. Even if they're in a position. Like if they're managerial position over you, watch how they deal with you. They will deal with you jacked up. Because you've disagreed with their lifestyle, because their lifestyle, because of the way they live, they have to have approval. They have to have approval. Why? And for me, it's like, why do you have to have approval?
Yeah. And then they label you if you don't agree with them. Oh no, you're
homophobic.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Which
homophobic.
I
just don't agree with you. I just believe in heterosexual relationships because I believe that's the way God had started it from the beginning for the purpose of procreation.
Yes.
But you know what's weird though? Yeah, there was this program on YouTube. It was like a little mini film kind of thing, and basically everyone in this town was gay, and if you were if you were to be with a man and you were a woman, they'd basically bash you. So like
it's a reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
It's on the reverse,
yeah. And the girl, she ended up liking this boy, and obviously her parents basically threw the Bible at her. They changed the whole Bible and said, man need to be with man and women need to be with women, blah, 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 blah. And then in the end, she ended up killing herself in the show because of all the hate that she was getting. So... I don't know, I just think it's really weird how they kind of... I think it's disrespectful, first of all, changing the Bible and saying men need to be with men. And
just to satisfy your needs or...
Yeah. I just thought that was wrong.
To make it right, but it's not right.
I feel like that's what they want the world to be.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Like I said, Each to their own.
Yeah,
But I just think they just want it to be normalised.
Yeah,
Like,
to people to
Well, it
accept
already
it.
is now anyway, so...
Yeah.
No, you can't really say that, but
Where is it not normalised?
it's not really. I wouldn't say it's normalised, but I'd say
explain
we're
why not.
adapting.
I feel like it's very,
very
normalised.
More normalised than marriage.
Yeah, I feel so.
And straight man.
Yeah,
I do feel so. I feel like it has been normalised.
I really do think
Yeah,
that. I really do think that. And
I think it's normalised.
I think it's quite like, obviously I don't really care what you get up to in the bedroom or whatever, that's not my business, innit? But I feel like even like as young children, I don't think it should be forced in their faces.
I was just gonna hit on that.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think it should. If you do what you want to do, that's your business. That you do what you want to do. But I just don't think it's. I think it's right that they should make their own decision.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Force it on
I
them,
don't
you
think
know.
it should be
It's on the
forced
adverts.
on,
It's on the
or
billboards.
in
It's on
school.
Yes.
You know, they're just gonna think
mean,
that's the norm.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
With the
I
whole
can
school
change.
situation.
You know, I can change and do what I want to
Right.
do, like instead of growing to know.
Yeah. Let them.
I think like especially within primary schools, I just don't think that should be a subject at all.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to stick to the basic arithmetic, so to say.
Yeah,
That they're supposed to be
100%.
teaching
Yeah.
them. They need to stick to that.
Yeah.
And obviously, like not even the parts of the body. I won't even go that. Well, the internal organs and stuff like that. They could teach them that stuff. Basic hands and feet, we teach them at home before they go to school. Speaking about home backgrounds and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes Jimmy's grandma comes to pick him up, but do you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, those things can stay from, like, you know, back in the days we used to have mum, dad, granddad. And then now they're trying to bring in mum, dad,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I personally, I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Because Kate's got two mums. Jim's got two dads. So now it has to be something that's pumped into the children at such a young age.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like they don't need to know about it, but I'm just saying is at like 6 at primary school, they don't need to know about that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They're
If you
still
want to
young,
take
they're
it there,
still
then you wait till they get to year
Yeah.
6, and then you can tell them
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, come on,
Some
4,
tender.
5, 4,
Yeah,
3,
yeah,
2,
yeah, yeah.
preschool.
Yeah.
It's just.
And I do feel like I think they were saying about a video that was out with the little boy saying about his mum basically forcing him.
Yeah.
In the changing room.
Alright, we've got someone.
Was it a change? There was one that was he was on the computer.
You're right, King.
Okay,
So
okay.
King said, why do you want to be a parent and not go through the full process? I think what he means, like the process of going through parenting, which it is means mum and dad, man and woman, raising a kid together as parents.
Yeah.
That was the order.
That's how it's supposed
That
to be.
is how it's supposed to be, and
Yeah.
that was the order
Yeah.
from the beginning of creation. That has been the order. Man and woman become one flesh, meaning Nevaeh is you and Andre's one flesh. You know, Serenity, Socorro, Cyril, and they're all me and Franklin's one flesh.
yeah.
That's us one fleshing. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so, yeah, there is a process to things.
Yeah, but I suppose they don't look at it that way.
They're not
They
family.
are the way they are. Okay, they are partners. Yeah, and they want a child, so they adopt a child. So their parent, you know what I mean? They're not looking at it the way you guys are looking at it.
Yeah, but
They
I
say this
I
is their
hear you.
life. They want a family, so they and it's not like it's not hard for them to get to be a parent.
No,
anymore.
not
very
at all.
easy.
Very
Okay?
easy.
Yeah, because you can adopt a child, you know, as long as they got the right stuff, what they're looking for, you know, they can either adopt a child legally, or they go do the next step, surrogacy.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of women out there that will be a surrogate for
Gay couple.
the gay couple.
Okay, that's fine. But then, and what I'm saying is, that's all good for them. But then, because Kate's got two mums bringing her to school, why does my child have to know that she's got two mums bringing her to school. Do you understand what I'm
Because
saying?
the idea behind it is normalizing.
Because
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So young.
Because it is so out there now that they have to put it in the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
from
because
a young age.
Yeah,
to normalize it for the next generation.
They want the
exactly.
children
For the next generation.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
then like that's not really fair.
It's not in it. It's like they're being robbed at a young age.
Yeah.
And
That's what
because they're pumping it to them so young,
Yeah.
it's like they don't have their little childhood.
Yeah.
So now
yeah.
this one's gone to school with 2 mums, yeah.
King
and
said
now,
grooming.
Yeah.
Bold letters, man.
No.
That's grooming. And the bottom, grooming.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, these
King.
ones have gone to school. Kate's gone to school with 2 mums. Now, my child has seen that, and now the teachers come and she's pumped all the kids saying that it's
normal.
yeah, that's normal. So now, or you pump the child and you say it's okay to be gay, right? So I mean, don't get me wrong. Each to their own.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Don't twist what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, for a young child. So now, my child's come along and heard this from her teacher, which is someone that she puts trust into, and now she's now friends with Mary.
Yeah.
So her and Mary are now friends, and now they're not just friends; they're girlfriends. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Because they've grown up with it.
It messes with the dynamics, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it can get a bit messy. So that's why I say for them to leave it at a later stage when they understand themselves, they understand friendship, do you understand what I'm saying? It's not really fair and right. So now she's probably going to grow up and think, well,
it's
you
right,
know, like when their heads everywhere, hormones are pumping and everything. Right, so now was Mary actually my girlfriend when I was younger?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm like this.
Yeah.
Because do you understand?
Do
you understand what I'm saying? It's a bit too young.
Yeah.
You know, they're only in primary school. They're just about getting 10 out of 10 on their maths test. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, give them a break.
Yeah.
And then, to be very fair, when you look at even like how mental health has risen amongst our young people, these are the things that are contributing factors, because you start to mess with identity, you know. So a man is a what, and a man can be a girl can be a what am I then, and then you create
Confusion.
confusion and imbalance, and questions that don't even need to be asked. Like, why are you asking if I'm a boy or a girl? The plum work just tells you who you are. Do you understand? And if there is something that is, how do you know when something needs to be fixed if everything is acceptable? How do you know when something needs to be fixed? Like, where do you draw the line? Because now you're like what you're telling me, 40 something year old man can identify as a 4-year or 8-year-old or a 12-year-old boy, so that he can be with a 12-year-old boy.
That's nasty.
That's a bad.
There's no lines.
So if an 8-year-old identifies as a 40-odd-year-old, can they go and buy cigarettes?
Exactly.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because this is what I'm saying. And exactly what you said. Where do you draw the line?
It looks like there's no line to draw.
It
That's
just
what it looks like to me.
bigger and bigger.
Because there isn't. Sorry, sis, but that is exactly what's happening, Mum. There's no lines. How do you know the difference? Because now, how do you know? How do you know when somebody is suffering with mental health?
You have to pump it early, because when you're older, you're not going to soak it up like the younger ones.
Yes.
So that's why they're pumping it in
early.
Yes.
And it's not only that, because even when you think about it, in our ends where we're from, there's this guy that runs around the street boxing, like just punching the air, as identifying as a boxer, Rocky Balboa and them thing there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, where do you draw the line? If you see somebody punching in the air, you obviously know that this person is not right in their mind. Why is a grown man that identifies as a 12-year-old boy and wants to sleep with them not mental health? It's a bit mind baffling for me.
the world's gone.
Yeah, it's quite,
definitely.
And there's a lot
quite
of
a
things
frightening
out there
thing,
that we
man.
just have to put up with. We can't really, we don't really have a say.
Well, I just use prayer.
Yeah, me too. I just pray.
Pray.
Pray some more. That's it.
Pray.
Who can be redeemed will be redeemed. Who can't, I mean, it can't be for lack of not trying and stuff like that. And so when we was at work, one of my work colleagues brought this picture to me. She was like, "Dee, what do you think about this top?" And I was like, "Oh, this top's hype." When I looked at the top properly, blood. It's a pink hoodie. Popping, pink was popping, pink little crop top with a hoodie thing. I was like, yo, top is slamming, white pair of jeans on it. When I looked, hold on a minute, it wasn't a man in it. A man. It was in the male section of clothing, a pink crop top with a hoodie. She's like, "You're not looking properly." I'm like, she's like, "Dion, look properly." And I'm like, "Whoa, that's a male." Yeah. And then she goes, "And look at this one. I'm telling you, you and Cass would wear the next one." It was like a mesh with a hoodie, crop top, all over sleeves and everything.
Are you sure they got one?
I'm sure they got one. I'm sure they got it in black. And I was like, that's enough. That's enough. Y'all had skinny jeans. You took our skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans.
Y'all took my skinny jeans. And
Listen, the Jamaicans are rinsing the skinny jeans.
Yeah. They're going hard. They're taking it over.
That's because they can't get the ones before.
Yeah, because the trousers, because you can't get the trousers before.
Everything is skinny jeans.
Straight leg trousers. Brother, I walked into a high street shop and saw straight leg pants, like not straight leg baggy jeans, like what they used to wear back in the day. I creped up two for my son. It was because he don't like them. I scraped them up. I scraped up two of the same colour. Two of the same colour. Monday, Tuesday, blood.
Wash the Monday for
Wash the
Wednesday.
You can't get the
Tuesday for Thursday.
That's all you can't, because it's an agenda. They want to shape our kids. They want to shape.
Yeah, and the same design, you know, they have them for the children as well.
Yeah.
And I just don't like to see some of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I always say when you're doing little one there. Make sure that her t-shirt is down over.
Yeah.
Because you just can't find anything that give them a bit of room in it.
Kids.
Everything is so close to the body.
True.
Even the girls' clothes.
Yeah.
If it's not
That's
tight,
what I'm talking
it's
about,
short.
the girls.
If it's not short, it's low cut.
Yeah.
If it's not low cut, it's shapy.
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
like,
It's like literally trying to put them out there.
Over-sexualising them.
Display them.
Over-sexualising them.
And you know, if your kids are not like, I don't know, Serena and Sakura were like, because you know the outfit that the purple outfit.
Yeah.
They was like, "Yeah, mommy, I don't feel comfortable wearing this."
Yeah, they can't wear it.
And I was like, okay, I was like, what's wrong with it? Yeah, it's too revealing.
Yeah. They can't wear that.
I was like, okay then. She's like, I'll wear the top.
Yeah.
And I'll wear some jeans.
Yeah.
But that to me, that's wisdom though.
But
at such a young age.
But at the end of the day, you showed her value.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know your value, then you're gonna wanna. Why do you wanna show off everything?
Yeah.
And I've had to have this conversation.
Wait, what, the shirts?
Everything. Anything. Conversation.
Shorts and cycling. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing, against it. But for her, it's just like, no, don't wear that. I rather wear like shorts, as in jean shorts, not cycling shorts.
Oh, it was cycling shorts.
Yeah, it was like a fitted cycling shorts.
Right. Yeah.
And a fitted crop top, but you can see it's a flesh. Yeah. She's like, no, I don't want to wear that.
No,
I'm actually gonna wear. She said, I'll wear the top, and then she didn't wear the top. She didn't wear the shorts. She just wore what she wanted to wear.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what, Vay? If that's how you feel, just wear what you want to wear.
Where you want to wear.
Yeah.
She said, no, I don't feel comfortable. I said, okay, baby, that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's wisdom.
Yeah,
That's
it
because we
is.
grow
It
them
is.
that way.
Yes.
You know, dress nice, but
You still can exactly. You still can dress nice and still look cute.
Yeah.
Why do you have to
Reveal.
expose
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah. Children, yeah.
Why do you have to expose yourself? And I, this is a conversation that I have to have with my kids. Like, how is that appropriate? How is it not appropriate? How is that? How is it not appropriate? Brother, go look in the mirror. Why are you printing? You understand what I'm saying? Like, fix up. Do you see me present myself like that? Because there is a temptation after you get to a certain age. You want to be. You want to fit in. You want to be part of your peers. Some of them parents out there, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm looking you lot in your face. Like, you don't need to check your kids' wardrobes. Like, real talk.
Yeah, because
fix your kids up.
Here and cut off
Fix up, man. Talk to your children. Like,
yeah,
mums.
big man thing.
BMT,
you don't
man.
know. You don't even know who's watching your kids when they go to school and whatever.
Exactly.
Whatever. You don't know. Even when they go to school, going out with their friends, you just don't know. You just don't know.
They don't.
So,
That's like.
keep check. Trust me.
You understand? Why are you gonna put yourself in a place of so much attention?
Yeah. It's unnecessary.
It's just unnecessary attention. You're just gonna bring that heat for you.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm a big woman, and I don't dress certain way because certain heat. You're gonna attract a certain level of heat if you wear a certain level of clothing. And it's not even that you have some sort of intention or agenda. But I personally feel like the way you dress tells you your agenda, what intention you are. Because I remember back in my days when I would wear certain things, and it would actually be for attention's sake anyway. I'm not gonna dress like that for no reason.
Yeah.
Fix up, man. We have to.
But
because there's some people out there that are off key. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your kids are innocent. Like, your kids are innocent, or don't have not thinking anything about how they're dressing. But there's people that will look at that and call that suggestive. Oh, she was looking at me, and she's a little kid, man.
But do you think that, you know, like here when you were like, you know, like summertime, in another country, would you wear like a shorts and would you wear something different as opposed to wearing like a shorts and a crop top here? Like, if you was in another country, would you wear that kind of clothing?
No, what I wear here,
wouldn't.
what I wear here is what I wear abroad or go to another place and wear. I'm not really like, I dress this way here and dress that way here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, on a level, I have the Holy Spirit he will done me. He will be like, yeah, where you going in that? Holy Spirit, you come for me. Yeah, that top's a bit too low, D. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the Holy Spirit will literally come for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Would you wear like
different clothes?
Yeah, like here, you feel comfortable wearing here.
If I'm going to Jamaica or something, then yeah, I wear shorts over there. But over here, no.
You wouldn't, innit?
Just because me as a person, I don't always like my body to be on show because I feel like older men are undressing me with their eyes.
Yeah. Whereas Jamaica, obviously, everyone's dressing the same kind of shorts. Yeah. It's no different.
You're free. You're more free out there. You don't really care because you're on holiday.
Yeah.
But over here, it's just like really. Yeah, they stop and look, and I'm just like, what the hell? What's just all of that. Even me just driving, like yesterday when I was driving to Tesco's. I don't know if they think I'm a child or what, but maybe it's because I'm small and then I'm in the car like this, and they're just looking like that, and I'm like, what is it? Like, what is it? I can't even leave my house wearing a baggy top and I don't know, tracksuit bottoms without someone looking. Just let me be. Just let me be. Like,
I heard that.
I don't like that. But that's another subject.
King said, "Hey, Cuzzy."
Most certainly.
Hi, Cuzzy. What's going on? So King said some of them parents need to tie up in ants' nest till they get sense. Some of them parents need to tie up in ants' nest till they get sense, boy. Kids need to be dressed like kids. I agree. I agree.
Do you know when you were growing up, you were dressed like a kid?
Innocence, isn't it?
Cycling shorts and a baggy top? No.
As a kid, but when I got into my teens, I kind of broke away a little bit still. I'm never gonna lie. As a kid, I kind of broke. I kind of broke out as a kid still. I'm never gonna lie.
Yeah, but kids. I mean, as you're growing, kids do tend to do things like that.
Yeah, they do.
But you don't have to start from like 5, 6,
so
7.
young.
You know.
Gosh, it's too much, man.
No.
Like even rolling up their school skirts and stuff.
I know.
I mean, I'm not gonna front. I used to just pull it up just a little, you know.
No, I never did that.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah. Because it's too long. Like it's
all the way there.
above your knee. Like so you just.
No, I never.
Especially when you're small as well.
Yeah. But other than that, no, that's it. Really. And obviously, like, if you go out on a weekend, you just wear like a cycling shorts and a big crop top. That's about it in your little Spice Girl pumps, the high ones. That was me.
When I got older, I actually broke out when it came
I
to
was a
dressing.
Spice Girl fan.
I didn't have no filter with dressing. It was a lot. Like when I look back, now I'm like, yeah, it was a lot. You know what I mean? Because you have to remember, I was off on my own when I was quite young in age anyway, and so I didn't have a mum like to be telling me take it off with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember one time I went out with my mum. And I think me, Mum, and Princess and King and Damien came and linked them where they were. And when my mum saw what I had on, my mum goes to me, "Don't even stand next to me. Go stand over there." Oh wow! Don't you're not. What you're not gonna do is dress like that and stand with me.
What you not gonna do?
What you not gonna do? Cause I remember the funny thing is I had on a lingerie to a dance, a shorts, a bra underneath. With gloves and it wrapped around the arm. My mum was like, yeah, and long boots and long high boots. My mum was like, yeah, what you're not going to do is stand next to me.
How old was you?
I think I was maybe about 19, 18, 20. And my mum and my auntie ran me. They ran me like, what you're not going to do is dress like that, stand next to me in a dance. Go over there. And I'll never forget, they run me.
Run along now.
Go on over there, so like my mum was like, you're not gonna dress like that and stand next to me in a dance. No,
that's good parenting.
Because what she's saying is, you're old enough, you got your own yard. I can't tell you really what to wear, but what you're not gonna do is stand next to me in a dance dress like that.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And I was remembering it this week. That's why I can bring it up. I actually remembered it this week, and I was just like, whoa, on a level though. So yeah, I do know what it is to dress in a way that is not appropriate.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And the mindset behind it. So everyone tries to justify, hey, I'm dressing for myself. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're dressing to be desired. That's the reason why. That's why I shortcut my kids. Like, no, why are you at this age trying to be desired? You dress like that to be because you want to be desired.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You want somebody to want you. Why do you want to be wanted at such a young age?
Yeah.
And you understand?
No. I think it's an attention thing.
Well, that's desired, Mum.
No. They're not seeing it that way. They're just seeing it like if they do that way, people are gonna just look. You know what I mean? But it's the people who are looking.
Yeah, certain individuals.
Yeah, but who's going to look, Mum?
No, but all right. You know, when you dress yourself anyway, you dress yourself in a way, and you think like, oh, I look really nice and things like that. You know what I mean? So if you get attention, you know it's the way you look. So the younger ones coming up now, they're branching out. You know what I mean? They're not thinking of the danger or anything like
That's
that.
exactly
They're
what I'm
just
saying.
thinking that, oh, everyone's gonna look because I look so nice. Oh, my short is so short.
You get
my
ratings
top
from your
is
friends.
so low and things like that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
But it's
ratings.
not like they're not thinking like of a sexual thing.
You don't know
You know,
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. Well, I know some of them might be.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Some of them, it's not that. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
It's
fair
not
enough.
that.
Both.
Fair enough.
But
Yeah,
fair
what
enough.
you're
saying is
But
true.
it's the people out there
Yeah.
and the danger
Yes.
there, the way you're dressed.
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
what I mean.
But I know
You know.
after a certain age it is. I know personally after a certain age it is about being desired.
what I'm
You
saying
want to
is
be
that
liked. You want someone to fancy you. You want someone to find
what
you
I'm saying
attractive.
is the
you know?
younger ones now, the clothes are not made like back in you guys' days.
Yes, it's where
So
you're
it's the
revealing.
way they're going to be wearing it, and
Yeah.
this is where the parent comes in.
Yeah.
They need to say, well, you can't go on the road like that.
Yeah.
And
That's what I mean.
And this is also for
You know.
those of you that have a gift to make clothes and talent.
You
This
get
is what you're supposed to do. You get up and you make clothes, man.
When you
Hey,
get Uber?
Mills. You know.
Thanks, why you get Uber?
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, man.
But yeah, guys, let us know, innit? Let us know what your views on this video is. Like, you know, we're open to opinions. Doesn't mean that we're gonna necessarily get on board, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, 100%.
You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
100%.
Let me walk down there.
Hey Nadisha, what's going on, girl?
It's
true. It's about being desired or they want to fit in. Yes, and attention as well. 'Cause I remember, I never forget a post that you put up, Nadisha, and it clarified a lot of things. And I know it was specifically targeting a certain culture of people, and you was talking not in a disrespectful way or to drake up things, and maybe your views have changed, but this was years ago, and you were saying what you didn't like when you walked down Brixton, there was the whole bunch of yardie girls down there, and they were just in these tiny shorts and little top, and it just never made sense because one it wasn't even that hot, you were saying, and it's just attention seeking. And so let's call it what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's call it what it is, because if you normalize it, what begins to happen is that we can't correct our sons, we can't correct our children, because it's just like, well, no, I just like to wear this and I just like to wear that. No, majority of it is attention seeking, wanting to be desired, whether it is at a young age, because you have to remember this world has really early sexualized our kids.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? They have. And so
at a young age.
At a young age, that stuff is being forced on them, even subliminally, through music, arts, entertainment, journalism. Do you understand what I'm saying? Already, you know, they do that, and these kids repeat these words over themselves constantly.
Yeah. Without even realizing that it's very powerful.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you understand what I'm saying? And these are kids that they do that all the time, you know, and it's like, we as parents have to take that responsibility and stuff like that. You know, one of the things is, you know, I know one of the things is to teach our kids how precious they are, you know, the precious their seed is, especially our boys. Everyone is like, oh, boys are wild and rare, and they got kids here and there. Well, let's teach them how precious the seed in which they carry is, so that they don't feel like splatting all over the place is something that's to do. Do you know what I mean? So I think a lot of the responsibility of parenting is a very heavy responsibility. You know, we have to consider how they're dressed. We have to consider their safety in certain areas. A lot of us are from the south, and all kinds of things take place in the ends. We need to know who their friends are.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we need to know who they hang with. Yeah. You know, who you on the phone to. You know what I mean? Different conversations, and at least even if it's a two-parented house, one parent needs to be a parent that the child can chat to. At least one of you. You understand? Everything, you can't be just buffing Pitney and just shoving them one side. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me just see some of the comments, because we got little comments going on in here as well. I'm trying to address is for adults, which is sexiness. But it is, but you know, even when we say adults, yes, adults, but sometimes some of us as adults, we overdo it as well. Like, I told you, I know where I'm coming from. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I did and dressed the way I was dressing is because of subliminally insecurity about who I was as a female, a woman, desired, and plus it was the norm to dress half naked. But like I said, my mum made the stand. She's like, yeah, what we're not going to do, and what we're not going to do, you're not going to stand next to me in this dance dress half naked. Like I said, it was lingerie I just wore to the dance, do you know what I mean? But yeah, let me say, oh yes, I remember. Yes, D, yeah, man, Nadisha, I remember. And it, you know, when you spoke that, I was like, you know, when sometimes you have those moments where things are clear. I'm like, that is what it is. Do you understand? And I recognized it even in myself. It is attention seeking. Like, why can't you just put on 2 t-shirts and go about your business? Why do you have to, you know? Because there's a difference for dressing for yourself because you want to look good, but then when you want the attention of males, and half the time, sometimes people got their own man, and no, it's enough. Let's be responsible, shall we? And so, yeah, so we're coming towards the end now. So a lot of these topics were like very touchy. Like some of the stuff, if I'm honest, because of how we can be perceived when we speak the truth, a lot of it was very hard to say my views because, you know, I have a job. I minister, I counsel people, I talk with people and stuff like that. So it was very hard to share a lot of my views on this. But sometimes there's a place where you just have to be honest and truth and get to the point and just be like, yo, this is not cool. And this is not what it is. But we're going to go now because I can see these guys going ready to go home. Cassandra's already ducked out. So, yeah, you had your time with your girl D.
V.
Ninja, if you don't open your mouth, we gonna beat you in here. Chrissy, Booze, and Cass, and Mum, and they've just gone now.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, man.
Like
Appreciate it.
But like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe.
And you can check out our YouTube channel on Sista Media.
Yeah.
When's the Nadish said where's the next live? You can check us out on Sista Media. I'm gonna leave a link up so we just do what we're doing. So Nadisha, it's Vanessa. I don't know if you're not gonna remember her, but when we was in school, like Nadisha got sister. It's little Vanessa, if you remember. little Vanessa. See Vanessa, yeah. Sorry, you'll be alright. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So the next one, we're not sure when the next live is gonna be, and we did 2 lives already. But we have a YouTube channel. Look at yes, it's Vanessa.
No way.
No way. I open up. Listen, I used to tell the teacher everything about you when I got to school, boy.
That's bad,
yeah.
wow.
Everything, boy.
Wow, dear.
Oh yeah, look, Vanessa. Oh wow. All the happenings, yeah. All the happenings and stuff, yeah. And so yeah, then you can check us out on Sista Media, SISTA, Sista Media, okay, on YouTube. But I'm gonna put the link up, and so you lot can tune in. So it's just more time, the whole of us. We just
sit down and talk and reason, you know?
reason things out. Sometimes we got some comedy things out there as well. One of the things they say that I look like Queen Latifah. And so we did.
You do know, sis. Like you do. Like why are you fronting there?
I can't. I remember I went to go sing with JC May, and this girl was just staring at me the whole time, and I'm just like, Ninja, why are you looking at me? And she came to me, she's like, I'm so sorry. I keep on staring at you, and I'm like, but you look like that American actress, and I'm like, American actress, and I thought, Queen Latifah. I'm like, Queen Latifah, and then she's like, you just look like that woman. I said, what, say it off? She's like, yeah, Queen Latifah. I was like, oh my God. I said, my sisters will love you. My sisters will love you. But yeah, so yeah, check out our YouTube channel. We've got little comedies and sketches, and just look out for what's coming. Yeah. And so thank you all for joining, coming in.
Don't forget to share as well.
Yeah, share, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. You understand? And so we have to, big up each other. You don't know it's a South London thing, so it is what it is. You understand? So blessings to you all, and we are about to go to our yards because my husband's just like, yo, he's on, and he's like, yo,
Yeah,
right there, yo, hurry up now. So see you guys later. Look, he put her up.
She's coming home. She's coming home now.
Baby, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hold on. Send it to my message, D. I'm gonna try. I'm sure I've got your D. Nadisha, don't have your number though. I'm sure I have your number. Then it's changed. Yeah. Hold on. So you have
another story time.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Don't think your story time. Your story time.
I'll just wait. I'm coming, baby. Okay, I'm just gonna get messages just for you, Dish, because I don't do messages. Too many weirdos, man. Too many weirdos jumping in DMs, and so I don't have Messenger. But I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah. All right. Blessings and good night, guys. Baby, I'm coming. Baby, I'm coming. See you guys.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. You guys are something else. Now I can't even turn the live off, turn that back. He's waving. He's keep there. The everlasting wave, bro. How do you turn this off? Finish. Big old finish at the end, bro.